In this vid, we are gonna walk through an overview of CELPIP Listening Part 2, some key strategies, 2 set of practice test examples, an analysis, and some key takeaway. While listening, we always want to bear in mind with the main idea, specific information, inference, conclusion, solution, and prediction. Let's dive in. CELPIP Listening Part 2 is about daily life conversation. So here's an agenda. First, we're going to go over an overview. Next, the key strategies. Then 2 set of practice tests. An analysis and some key takeaway. So here's an overview. So for part 2, listening to daily life conversation lasts about 5 minutes to answer about 5 questions. Bear in mind, before listening, we always want to know main idea, specific information, inference, conclusion, or solution. Lastly, prediction. So having those idea in mind before listening is going to help you to find out the idea and key words. All right, so as you see, it's a daily life conversation. So it's between 2 speakers, 1 man and 1 woman. The conversation lasts about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, and you will have 30 seconds to hear and answer each questions. And we have the examples about the conversation. It could be between 2 coworkers talking about the project they're working on, about sports team members preparing for a game, or a husband and wife making plan for the weekend. So as you see, it could be in different contexts. It could be at work. It could be in the leisure activities or at home. So the conversation you might encounter in daily life situation. The level of formality is conversational, informal, but polite. Not too casual or personal. Yeah. So as you see at work, it's not that casual, not too personal. Sports team, these are the people that you just met. So you can't be too casual or too personal. Or at home. Yeah. And the speakers know each other. But we don't know how well they know each other. But the speaker know each other. And here are the key strategies. Now, bear in mind, do the speaker know each other? Yes. Where will the conversation take place? This helps us to understand the context and background. So, where, place, yeah. Where will the conversation take place? Is it at work? Is it at home? Is it Is it at the community center? Is it in class? What level of formality do you expect? So that should be informal. So identifying main ideas and key details. So the main idea, we could use the 5WH question. Where, when, what, who, why, and how to identify the main idea. And key details about infer the feelings and emotion. So using 5WH helps you to identify the main ideas and key details. Yeah, so we want to know what are the most important details. Yeah, important details, the keywords. And in daily life conversation, we discuss to find a solution about something. So in this part, we also want to take the resolution or solution into account. What resolution does the conversation come to? And we also want to inferring feelings and attitude. We want to guess how the speaker feel based on their words and tone. Yeah. How does each speaker feel? Yeah. So for example, if it's between coworkers, how does this coworker feel? How does this new coworker feel? And so on. Another key strategy is paraphrasing. So the answer won't be clearly stated as the question you see on the screen. So paraphrasing is the helpful skills for you. So before listening, we always want to have the general idea in mind. General idea in mind, we want to use 5WH questions to help us about what, who is involved, who are involved, where is it take place, when is it, why, and how does it happen? And specific information, it normally lies between why and how. So the strategy of when taking notes, you can draw a T as such. So you can have speaker A, speaker B, so what does this person want? Dot, 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 dot. How does this person feel? How does this person feel? and a solution. An inference, how does this person feel? How does that person feel? And what are their solutions? And sometimes you will be asked about what would happen next. What would happen at the end, for example. So if you have the context in mind, it will be easier and helpful for you to predict the ending. Let's look at the practice test. The instructions, it's helpful. So you will hear a conversation. A conversation is between two servers at a restaurant. The woman is having a problem at work. All right, so we know the context. Where is it? Restaurant. Between two co-workers, two servers at work. The keyword is right here. Problem at work. So we know who? Co-workers. Between co-workers. So now we can guess. Okay, one person is having a problem. One person is probably comforting her or him. So we can put a note taking. T shape. Taking. The woman is having a problem. So we put woman here. Okay, have a problem. Another coworker. Coworker B. So that means we want to listen for solution. Conclusion. That means which solution did they pick? And we also want to listen for inference. Feelings. How does a woman feel? And how does the coworker feel? Feelings. So we know the woman is having a problem. So what would the coworker recommend? So we know, okay, so the another person is going to give her her recommendation. Yeah. So reading the instructions is helpful for you.
Hey, I haven't seen you before. You must be new here. My name's Jonathan. How do you like it here so far?
I'm Anna. Nice to meet you. Yes, I just started this afternoon. It's okay. Have you worked at this restaurant long?
2 years now, but I only work 4 days a week. I really enjoy it, but you don't sound like you're having much fun.
This is my first time waitressing, and I'm afraid I'm not very good. I just spilled wine on a customer a couple of minutes ago. The guy was really upset, and I didn't know what to do, so I just ran off. What do I do now?
That's okay. Everyone makes mistakes, even experienced servers. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't worry. Just go back and apologize and bring him another glass of wine and tell him dessert will be free.
What about his shirt? It's got a huge red wine stain on the arm. I heard him tell his date that he can't go to the opera with a ruined shirt.
I'll tell you what. I'll go talk to him with you. We'll tell him the restaurant will reimburse him for his shirt. But first, we should tell Laura, the manager, what happened.
Oh no! I'll get fired! She's going to think I'm the worst waitress ever.
Laura's very understanding. Trust me, you won't get fired. She will make you practice carrying wine glasses, though. Actually, if this is your first time waitressing, I'm surprised she let you carry wine glasses at all. Usually they train you for at least a week first.
Another waitress just passed me a tray with wine glasses on it and asked me to take it to table 5. She said she was too busy.
Oh, I see. She must not have known it was your first day. Anyways, let's go solve the situation. You'll feel much better. It'll be fine. You'll see.
Question 1.
How long has the woman been a waitress?
Question 2.
Why is the waitress apprehensive?
Question 3.
Why was the customer upset?
Question 4.
How does the man suggest they fix the problem?
Question 5.
What does the man think the manager will do?
All right, how did it go? For your information, there's no time bank on the CELPIP test. So you cannot go back to the previous question just because you answered the question faster. So take your time. All right, let's look at the answers. So a day, and she got embarrassed and ran off because he may not able to attend the opera. By paying to replace the customer's ruined shirt and require waitress to practice. So based on these questions, let's identify which one is the general idea, which one is the specific information, which one is inference, conclusion, or solution, and lastly, prediction. So a day, so it's part of the general idea. Yeah, she has been a waitress and she has only been working at this restaurant for a day. So that's a general information. It's a fact. And what happened? She got embarrassed and run off. She got embarrassed. What happened? So what is the problem? The problem is she got embarrassed and ran off. That would be the specific information. Yeah. The third question, because he may not be able to attend the opera. That's specific information. By paying replace, okay, that is a solution. Solution or conclusion. Solution. But this question specifically should be the solution. And the last question is a prediction. Yeah, so what will the manager most likely to do? So that's a prediction. Yes. So we want to do general idea, specific information, inference. Inference is not in here. For this one should be inference. Sorry. Inference. Because it's about how she felt. She didn't clearly say why she felt apprehensive. So inference. So let's look at the transcript of this audio. Okay. So these are the question On the test, you won't see the question. You will need to listen to the question. So the question one, who is the woman? The woman is the waitress. Oh, no. No. Yeah, sorry. So the first question should be, how long has the woman been a waitress? Yeah. So in the audio, the man asks, you don't sound like you have much fun. And she said, it's my first time waitressing. So first time. Yeah. At the beginning, she said, yes, I just started this afternoon. So a day. The keyword started this afternoon. Why is the woman apprehensive? Ugh, what does that mean? Apprehensive. I don't know what that means. But in the audio, at the very beginning of the audio, she said, I just spilled wine on a customer a couple of minutes ago. The guy was really upset. I didn't know what to do, and I just ran off. What should I do now? In her voice, she sounded anxious and worried and concerned, apprehensive, a little upset, and don't know what to do. So we can make an educational guess that apprehensive is an adjective that means upset and don't know what to do. And why was the customer upset? So the woman said, I heard him tell his dates that he can't go to the opera with a ruined shirt. So yeah, now his shirt has been ruined, so he can't carry on his day as expected. So question 4, how does the man suggest they fix the problem? So the man said, we will tell him the restaurant will reimburse him for his shirt. But first, we should tell Laura, the manager, what happened. Yes, so the solution is reimburse him for his shirt. But first, tell the manager. So that's a problem. That is a solution. And lastly, what does the man think the manager would do? Yeah. He said, Laura is very understanding. She will make you practice carrying wine glasses though. So that means the manager will ask her to practice more. Yeah. So you can use the technique of general meaning, specific information, inference, conclusion or solution, and lastly, prediction. And for the words that you don't know, you can guess the meaning based on the context. So apprehensive, reimburse, we don't know. Yeah, as you can see, the woman looks anxious. I'm afraid not very good. The guy was upset. I don't know what to do. Anxious because she doesn't know what to do. And reimburse, yeah, in order to make the customer happy, we have to give out something for free to make them less upset. So reimburse. All right. So let's look at the second example using this similar technique. All right. the meaning based on the context. And reimburse. All right. Let's look at the second example. Let's look at the second example. You will hear a phone conversation between a man and woman. Unfortunately, in this practice test, there's no context provided, but we can always prepare our note-taking sheet. Yes. Man, woman, problem, solution, feelings. So that's for inference. Feelings, woman. Addiction. Keywords. Yes. So we don't know where you take place. So we want to know where is it? Who has the problem? What are the solutions? How does each person, each speaker feel? And what will happen next? So have these questions in mind before we listen, because we don't have the context. We don't have enough context in our instructions, in our instructions, but it's helpful for us to know this in our head. Another tip, the questions will be answered in the order that based on the question. So the first questions is going to it's going to be at the very beginning of the audio, and the last question is going to be at the very end of the audio. So it's helpful for you to have organized notes so that you can easily pick and choose your answers. The answers will be in the same order as the answers of each question. The answer of each question will be in the same order as the audio. So having organized notes helps you to pick out your, to choose your answer. More effectively. All right. So having this in mind, let's listen.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, this is Charlene at Cabletron calling. We have an installation date for you.
Cabletron. Great. Finally. I've survived 3 weeks in my apartment without the internet, and I'm starting to lose my mind. Let me just log into my calendar here. Sorry, the internet is a little slow in this coffee shop.
It'll be a lot faster in your home with Cabletron. When you placed your service order, you said you were available in the mornings. Our installation technician will come to your house between 7:30 a.m. and 12 noon on Thursday, April 10th.
Oh no, that's the day I'm supposed to bring my car to the auto shop for a mechanical check. I'm new to this province and my car needs a safety inspection before I can register it in Ontario. Both have to be done by the 15th.
If you can't take our April 10th appointment, the next available one will be April 18th. I'm sorry, but we're unbelievably busy this time of year. Can you change your car appointment by any chance?
Good question. Well, what do you think? Which do I need more urgently right now? The internet or my car?
I'm afraid you're asking the wrong person. I'm a computer geek who doesn't drive and rides her bike everywhere. So I know which one I'd pick, but I'm biased.
I'm guessing the mechanics have a bit more flexibility in their schedule than Cabletron. So, I'll go for the internet installation. I'll call the garage when I get off the phone. I'm pretty sure they can accommodate.
I hope so. But if you need to reschedule your Cabletron installation, please call us 48 hours in advance. And by the way, welcome to the province of Ontario.
Thank you. I'll see your technician on the 10th.
Question 1.
Who is the woman?
Question 2.
Why does the man have difficulty logging in?
Question 3.
What did the woman intend to do with this phone call?
Question 4.
Why does the phone conversation frustrate the man?
Question 5.
What does the man do in the end?
All right, how did it go? Let's look at the answers. All right. So the answers. Yeah. The first one is an internet company representative. Who's the woman? Question 2, he's using public Wi-Fi. Yeah. Question 3, tell the man his appointment date. Question 4, his appointment's conflict. And question 5 goes along with the woman's plan. Okay, let's take a look of the question type. All right, so we were saying the general idea was the second one. Specific information. Specific information. Conclusion. No, inference. Conclusion. Or solution. And lastly, prediction. All right, so these are the question type. Yeah, okay, so let's identify. Okay. So an internet company representative, that would be general idea. I'm just gonna put GI. Is using public Wi-Fi? General idea. Yeah. Tell the man his appointment date. Specific information. Yeah. His appointment's conflict, that will be inference. Goes along with women's plan. The conclusion. So now we can have a look of the transcript. Yeah. So these are the questions. Yeah. Who is the woman? Why does the man have difficulty logging in? Yeah. So these two are the general idea. What did the woman intend to do with this phone call? Specific information. Why does the phone conversation frustrate the man? Yeah, so inference. And what does the man do in the end? So that's conclusion. Yeah. So we can have a look. I'm starting losing my mind. Yeah. And we have under here, sorry, my internet is a little slow in this coffee shop. Yes. Then we would know, okay, we'll have a difficulty to logging in. Yeah, because he said my apartment without the internet. So he is at the coffee shop. Yeah. Okay. What did the woman intended to do with this phone call? Yes. So if you can take our April 10th appointment, the next available one will be April 18. I'm sorry, but we are unbelievably busy this time of the year. Can you change it? Can you change your car appointment by any chance? Yeah. To have the gentleman to change his schedule. Yeah. Right here, the man said, I'm guessing the mechanic have a bit of more possibility in their schedule than Cabletron. Yeah. He's guessing the mechanic are more flexible. In other words, he is not happy. He is frustrated that the cable company cannot accommodate with his schedule. And what did the man do at the end? Yeah. So, yeah, he called the garage when he get off the phone. So that is the answer. All right. So now we can go back to our key takeaway. So, yes. Yeah. So before listening, we want to set up your notes and read the instructions, the introductory statement for context clue. Yeah, so while listening, we want to identify the topic of the conversation, the WH questions. Is there a problem? What is it? And what solutions are offered, and which one is chosen? And does one speaker want information and why? And next, we want to use voice clues to determine speaker's attitude and opinions. So that is the inference that we were talking about. Inference. Yeah. So take notes in a logical order. That will be easier for you to find the answers. And imagine the scene in your mind and try to focus on what you understand, not what you don't. Yeah. Lastly, at the end, note down keywords in the questions. Alrighty. Yes. So the test takers read the question part 1, 2, and 3. And for the questions, you get to listen one at a time. You don't get to read. Yeah. So make sure our note taking is organized. That helps you to find your answers. For the next, we are going to talk about listening for information. All right.